Hi, my name is Bill, and today I'm going to be showing you how to replace your oven's inner door glass. The reason why you might have to do this is because the glass is broken or because it's very dirty. For this repair, we'll be using a 1/4-inch nut driver and a Phillips head screwdriver. Warning: before doing any repairs, please disconnect your power source. For this repair, we'll be using a Whirlpool stove. Keep in mind, ours might be a little bit different than what you've got at home, but the same techniques should still apply. So now what we're going to do, we're going to pull out this drawer here. And we've got these springs on either side holding the hinge on. So what we're going to do is just reach in, pull up on the spring to release it. And same thing on this side. Just pull up on it and release it. And just be careful not to pinch your fingers in. That's why I'm wearing gloves. Now we'll open our oven door up. And just be careful because it's got no springs, so you don't want to drop it. And once it's down like this all the way, just pull it straight out. And we can set it on the ground. So this right here is a part of the inner door glass. And to get to it, we're going to have to remove a bunch of screws all around the edge of the door here. Now that we've removed all the screws, you should be able to lift the door and separate the two pieces. And you can see here, we do have a towel set underneath this. This is another glass piece, so you don't want to scratch that up. And now you can see here, there's a piece of glass here, held on by this bracket. So we're going to have to remove these two screws. Now to get this glass out, I'm just going to lift it up, pull the bracket off, and then I can remove the glass carefully. So this is one piece that the inner glass will replace. The other one is this glass piece right here underneath. So now I'm going to show you how to get to that. So now I'm going to remove these two screws on this bracket here. And we'll set our bracket off to the side. Now we have to remove the screws that are holding this on. You can't see some of them because they're covered by a foam seal right now. But what we're going to do is we'll start with this one over here. And then there's going to be a screw right around in the middle here. So I found that, and I can just unscrew that through the foam seal. And it'll come right out. And the same thing on this side, with the foam seal being here in place, I can just unscrew the screw that I can see through the seal. And then there's another screw right here underneath the foam seal. Now I can lift this metal panel out, and there are a couple of clips holding it in right there. So we're just going to pull it straight from those clips and get all the insulation and keep it all together. Some of this is trying to pull up with the rest of it on me. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking the insulation and just gently getting it removed and separated from this panel. so that we can put it all back down together. So we'll take this panel off, and I'm just fixing the insulation to keep that in place. So now we've got our glass here, and if this is a glass that you need to replace, you can pull that out now. Now you can grab your new OEM replacement glass. If you don't have one already, you can find it on our online store. We're going to be using the same piece of glass because there was nothing wrong with it. I just wiped it down a little bit and cleaned it off as best as I could. So now we're going to be putting it back in. So now you're just going to slide the glass back into place. No screws or anything holding this piece on. Just carefully put it down and make sure that it's in between each of these little metal tabs so it doesn't go anywhere. Now we'll be putting this metal panel back in place, and as you do, you're going to want to make sure that these bottom metal tabs here go into the slots and lock into place. And just push it forward a little bit. Make sure this whole bottom piece is underneath that ridge. And now we can screw it back into place. And now we'll put our metal brackets back into place. So you're just going to set that on the holes there and screw it down. Now we'll grab our other piece of glass. And again, this is going to be the same as the piece that we just put in here. So if you need to replace this piece, they're both the same part number. And you're just going to slide this in between both those tabs there and put the other bracket on the other side, then set it down and line it up with the holes. And now we'll screw it back into place. There we go. And now you can grab the front part of your stove, and you're just going to want to line everything up. There we go. So now everything's lined up fairly well. And we'll start with the bottom, and we'll screw the bottom in first. And now we'll screw on the top piece. So you're just gonna line up the handle and put everything into place. Line up all the parts, line up all the screw holes, and then we can screw it back together. And now we'll put the door back on the hinges. So just line up those two holes and slide it back on. There we go. Now we'll close the door up and we'll reattach the springs. So now we'll take our spring and reattach it to the hinge. And same thing on this side. Just stretch it up and attach it to the hinge. Now we can put our drawer back in. So put it in an angle like this first, and then slide it straight back in. And now you can open up your oven door, close it, and make sure it's all closing and opening properly. And after you've done that, you can plug it back in and your repair is complete. Finally, don't forget to plug in your appliance. If you need to replace any parts for your appliances, You can find an OEM replacement part on our website, PCApplianceRepair.com. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and share our video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us make more videos just like these for you to watch for free.